Does TGL meet the requirements of becoming the next SMX and potentially shattering the $100 levels and squeezing all the way upwards of $300 levels next week? Or is this a ticker which is toppers already in? You should be locking your profits and walking away from. What's up, trend friends? Today, let's between TGL under 3 different lenses, the wider what the where. Now, it's funny regarding TGL because if you go back to my previous video, I was recording a video on SMX. Okay, I was recording a video on SMX. This is about it's about a day ago or so, right? And listen to what I said, right? It's really funny. Listen. Thing is to day trade it, right? Like we day traded this a bunch of times today. It was really good. Okay, day trading this paid off really well in our community, and you know we had a bunch of people make a lot of money from it. Okay, now if you guys want to trade alongside me every single day and get access to stocks that are like TGL or are like kind of slipped up there, are like SMX. Spoiler alert! I believe that TGL has potential to be the next SMX. And this is when it was trading at $26, $25. Okay, I'm making a video on that soon. Hit the subscribe button so when right? And then guess what happened in the after hours, right? That was when I said when it was at 25, it squeezed all the way upwards of $88 per share. I mean, that is insane. Okay, that is insanity. However, where is this ticker heading from here now? Right? It's obviously sold off a little bit in the after hours. Well, it's important to kind of be able to draw parallels between what's going on regarding SMX and what happened regarding TGL in order to compare and contrast and go, okay, well, which one had the stronger case? Are they really alike? What's going on? Well, they're really similar. Okay, they're really similar. In fact, they're both very low float stocks. The float on TGL is actually half of what the float on SMX was. What is float? Float is the supply, right? Is the supply. So we have a small supply, and the stock market is simple supply and demand. When demand pours in, right, the limited supply, prices go up, right? Now, here's the problem though, is that, small supply and limited supply are two different things, because the supply of this ticker is very small, and it did just have a 1-for-20 reverse split, okay? So its supply is very small, but its supply is not limited the same way where SMX's supply was limited. What do you mean by limited, Sam? Well, sometimes companies have actually signed the rights to investors, not investors to institutions, let's just say institutional investors. They've signed the rights to them that allows them to go ahead and down the line eventually add more supply to the supply which the stock has right now. Okay, so what does that mean? So they've sold the rights for these guys to go ahead and be able to sell shares at a discounted price once the stock reaches that at certain threshold or whatever it may be. Okay, so that's kind of what differentiates TGL and SMX. When we go over here, TGL does have a overhead supply which is relatively big, while we go over here to SMX's overhead supply was practically almost zero, right? So in that aspect, they do differ from each other, where SMX isn't able to, SMX doesn't have a bunch of people ready like hawks to go ahead and dump shares, while TGL does. Now, I'll tell you guys this, is that depending on how much demand we see from this ticker, it could really rip up and retest the $88 levels and potentially even squeeze all the way upwards of freaking 150 and something like that, right? Like we could be seeing 160 in the works, right? Like we could be seeing this 150 160 levels in the works, right? If we do get that mega squeeze levels that we saw from from something like a SMX. However, the problem becomes this, right? Monday morning, and this is the problem when it comes to these kind of cloud stocks, I like to call them, right? Hype tickers, right? Monday morning, if there's a new stock which is the golden child of the markets, and that's the one that's gapping up, and that's the one that everyone's watching, and that's the one that everyone's paying attention to, TGL is more likely than not going to continue selling off, because that's going to take away from the demand, right, that TGL requires to get hype back up, right? And right now we already have something like that, right? I believe it was MVTV or some bullshit ticker like that, which I'd never, well, I'd heard of it before, but it was what was it? MTVT, I think. Let's take a look at it, right? It was also running MTVT, maybe MTVA, I think. There we go, right? Look at MTVA. So it gapped up from $7 to 26, and then it pulled back down to 83, being up 83%. And look at this. Let's take a look at this. It had a reverse split literally just a couple of days ago, a 1-for-11 reverse split, right? So right now, what a lot of people are just watching is, oh my God, did this ticker have a reverse split? Oh my God, it had a reverse split. Okay, well, if it had a reverse split, it's gonna pump, right? That's really where the market's heads is at. Now, does that even make sense, Not necessarily, because not everything that just had a reverse split is going to pump, but that's what people are looking for as a signal of what the next SMX is going to be, right? Now, the reality is that at the end of the day, you know, one of my greatest, one of my favorites, okay? I said greatest as if I wrote the book. One of my favorite readings is Trade the Trader, right? It's one of my favorite books when it comes to trading. It's Trade the Trader, and it pretty much goes out and says, in order to become a profitable trader, you need to anticipate what other traders are going to do, no matter how silly it may sound to you, right? Because that's really what this is. This game is about being able to read other traders, not just saying, oh, I am right, this is right. Because remember, right, the markets can stay irrational a lot longer than you can stay solvent, right? So you need to be able to understand the parameters of the game and be able to perform within them, instead of just, you know, casting a judgment onto the markets and going like, oh yeah, people are stupid, people don't know anything. Well, if everyone's stupid and everyone's pressing buy, the stock is going to go up. That's just what's gonna happen, right? So whether they're right or they're wrong, if they're pressing buy, it's gonna go up, right? So what we're seeing over here when it comes to TGL, I think that it's really, really interesting, man. It's really, really interesting in TGL. And you know, it's funny because I made another video on TGL, and as I was talking about it, it started actually breaking above the $50 levels. And you know, we took a bunch of trades on it in our community, the scalpers in our community, and we absolutely crushed it. Now, if you guys actually want to come and trade alongside me every single day and be able to trade TGL alongside me in the morning, right? If it is gapping up, what I want you guys to do is check out our private community, because right now we are having the biggest sale we've ever had. It's our holiday season sale. The next 10 members that join, they get access to everything for a 50% discount. We're also the only community that offers a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. You heard that right, 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. We give you access to everything: day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, lessons, one-on-one access, everything like that. And we've been crushing it, man. We've been crushing it. Literally, Astro yesterday says, first of all, CM over here made a kill on PLRZ. As you guys can see, it was red, then it was green. YYI, red, green, beautiful. Astro says, today I want to share my profit as a member of this group. I'm very amazed by the services of these people, so good and appreciative of their work. Like, these are the other mentors alongside myself. I want to say that you have to be patient, and why will you be more red in your investment, but you just have to take suggestions from people like who are like da da da. I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much. He brought in 34,000 GBP. 34,000 GBP. Over here, Elite Trader brought in $313. Says, cheers, Sam. Patience, key, more to come. $39 for Eugene. So big wins, small wins, we got it all, man. We got it all. Kyle says each one has their own strategy. Last few weeks has been super fun. Had a holiday break and literally spent most of my time with you guys. I appreciate all the mentors I take. Appreciate all the mentors that take their time to trade with us. Each one has their own advice, which is a good thing. Sometimes it's easy to get carried away down here, but honestly, I've had way more fun trading with you guys than alone. Really enjoy trading with this group. 22.6 gold, 10K per month. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely can be possible. $27 over here for Heather. We've been crushing it, man. We've been absolutely crushing it day in, day out. Savage Keyboard, this is now Thursday, so a couple of days ago. My bags are full this week. Big B's per trade, Jess Bullpick. Thanks for the assist. $2,300. Weepo Man, this is now Wednesday, says 7 trial days down, 7 to go. Open a new broker account to track this Discord alerts, and if this keeps up, I'm gonna become a paid member. Thank you. Dude brought in like $8,000 or $6,000, and he's like, I might come back. Dude, what are you talking about? I'm joking. Obviously, you know, it's funny. Thank you, Sammy and the boy crew that are. I may pause and read these. I'm not gonna read all these. First day here and feel stupid for not having joined sooner. Literally new member, you guys can see. We've been crushing it, man. We've been absolutely kicking ass, and that's why people are coming off. 5 days into the 14 days free trial. The Discord is already paid for. I've only been trading for the swinglers. We give you everything. Okay, let me show you what the alerts look like. We give you everything. We give it a ticker. We give it an entry. We give it an exit. We give it a stop loss. Let's use this one for example. CMBM. Okay, we said buy from 160 to 140 on the 2nd, right? December 2nd. Let's take a look at CMBM. CMBM. What the hell just happened? CMBM. Okay. Came down to 152. Again, we said, what did we say? We said 160 to 140. So you would be buying at 150-ish. Okay. 152. Then it went from 152 to 225. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, listen, man, people don't pay a monthly subscription if they feel like they're not getting back what they paid for. right? And that's all I can say, okay? Give it a shot. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. And we're the only community that does a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. Everyone else, yeah, they do a 2 weeks free trial, but their goal is to make you forget that you joined, so your card gets charged and they're like, gotcha. That's not how we operate. We'll literally give you a 30 days money back guarantee to change your mind and say, hey, you know what, man, I actually kind of want a refund. Okay, well, you want a refund? Here's your refund. Enjoy. That's it. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Have fun trading. Your boy Sam from Top Academy.